fortunate enough to know who Jesus did and what he did for everybody since I was little. And I never really knew quite how that applied to my life. I understood that we were all sinners and that Jesus came to save us, but that didn't really apply to me very much. One day when I was pretty young, I walked into the kitchen and my dad was watching TV, and it was the news. So I saw, it was just a man standing in a white room, and I didn't understand what that meant. The man on the TV was begging for mercy, and I asked my dad what was going on, and he said that the man had done some very bad things and killed a lot of people, and that they were killing him because of it. And now I know that guy's name is Saddam Hussein, and so he said I could watch, and so I did, and then at the last minute I just had to run away because I couldn't watch it. All I could think after I saw that man is that should have been me, and if these people knew who I really was or what I had really done, then they would have killed me instead of him. And I was really young, so the worst I've ever done was probably make fun of a friend on the playground or something, but the conviction came at that point that I deserve to die because of everything I've done. And so after thinking that way for a while, I realized that that's what they had been talking about in church, and that's what Jesus did for me. So I didn't have to die like that man did. So I just asked Jesus to take away all of my sins. And it's just such a remarkable thing that after all I've done, somebody perfect would take all of that from me. So one of my favorite Bible verses is Galatians 2:20, because it says, "I have been crucified with Christ, and it is no longer I who live, but Christ who lives in me." And that always reminds me that I did die, that old me is gone, and that now instead of living with the burden of being me, I can live with the hope and joy and peace of Christ living in me. So that also means, though, that instead of my life being mine, my life belongs with Christ. And some people may see that as a sacrifice because I've given my life to full-time ministry, and instead of doing things on the weekends that other kids would do, I'm going to church and reading my Bible. But I see that as such freedom because I don't have to worry about anything. It's so much nicer this way. So I like telling other people this because I want you all to know that you don't have to be scared, you don't have to be afraid and fighting for your life. You don't have to carry around the burden of everything you've done. Jesus already took that for you, and all you have to do is just ask him to take it. I decided to get baptized because it's a biblical command, and it's a public profession of this is what I believe and this is what I'm going to follow no matter what.